purists attacking Rand Paul because he's not perfect. Hey, I'm going to do 5 minutes of overdrive. I want to thank all of our affiliates. Spread the word about every affiliate now. We are really having a big effect. Thank those affiliates. We're growing really fast. The enemy is scared. They're collapsing. They're a bunch of Brian Williams scum. Stay with us.
This is GCN, the Genesis Communications Radio Network.
The month of February is all about Valentine's Day. Big heart-shaped boxes filled with delicious candy. What if we, the Patriots, hijacked Valentine's Day and instead made it about human liberty and individual empowerment? I'm all about human potential. I'm all about the individual being empowered. The establishment is the opposite. That's why they spike our water with fluoride and GMO, estrogen mimickers, and the rest of the garbage. InfoWars is striking back in the month of February with Human Empowerment Month. How we can come together and win the human race. And to celebrate the kickoff of Human Empowerment Month, we're slashing prices on InfoWarsLife.com products like Super Male and Super Female Vitality. The sale is only running for the month, 20% off, and there's a lot of other powerful specials at InfoWarsLife.com. InfoWarsLife.com, celebrating human potential in the month of February. Visit InfoWarsLife.com to find this special and many others in the month of February. Again, InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. From his Central Texas Command Center, deep behind enemy lines, the information war continues. It's Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Final segment with the head of the Global Healing Center. Global Healing Center, was it .com? Excellent website. He's behind a lot of the products like X2, Super Male, Super Female Vitality, so many other products. He helped us, advised us, and consulted on us like DNA Force. And look, it's just funding our operation. And you can see the enemy attacking us. Quite frankly, I'm a man. I'm not anything special, but I'm a man. I know I'm doing the right thing. I don't want to die. I don't look forward to it. But I'll walk out of my house and some guy pulls a gun and shoots me from the government. I'm just kind of like, well, I didn't want to die, but hope my kids are all right. But I'm about to get the, a big vacation. I'm not scared. I'm scared, though, of not doing the right job to maximize the platform we've got, Dr. Grib, to warn people. All I can do is straight shoot, folks. That's all I got, is I'm a straight shooter. We've hardened this facility as well because of threats by ISIS and other scum. So we're also not going to roll over. But in closing, how do we save humanity? How do we follow God's mission to empower people and bring the light of liberty and truth to them?
Well, education, number one, and really what I'm going to say, one of the methods that I firmly believe in is giving people the tools that they need to think clearly, to become healthy, because I believe that health equals self-confidence and health confidence equals success. And that's why it's big for me to educate people to understand the attack from all the different angles, from the water that they drink that's contaminated, from the air that they breathe, from the food that they eat, and give people the solutions, such as eating clean organic food, drinking clean water, breathing clean air, all the things that we offer that are actually going to work from the inside out and combat. Well, and as those people get better, they tell people the solutions, and then the word just keeps spreading and spreading and spreading.
There's nothing like word of mouth. And look, I'm still a fat slob. I mean, I've lost probably 80% of my fat. I was almost 280. I'm down to below, 230 something. But the difference is I feel great. I've got more energy. My brain works better. I mean, they don't want us to have that. It was like magic when I started taking the iodine.
All these products are magical. I mean, it's not like you go to a drugstore and you go down the aisle with 1,000 different dietary supplements, which are all crap, and you take them and you never feel anything. The way that these supplements are designed, there's different levels of supplement.
And they're not synthetic.
These are the Bentley, these aren't the tricycle of supplements. These are actually going to cause measurable.
You take the oxy powder, it's just time-released oxygen. You've got it all proprietary. People take it and go, my God, you should hype this more. This is over the top.
Right.
I mean, oxy powder at InfoWarsLife.com.
How many people do you know that go to work every day and come home and say, I made a difference in somebody's life today? I mean, you can go home every day. I can
get money to fund our operation to fight for the Second Amendment, for family rights, for medical rights, for sovereignty, for our military to not be put on death list. I can't believe anybody actually attacks us. I mean, if you really look at what we do, it's so honest and real.
It is.
Like, don't put troops on secret death list. Don't have the government ship drugs in. Give people choice about their doctors. I mean, if I do anything wrong, even by accident, I'm guilty. But when I'm doing good, I feel so confident. I don't want to do anything wrong. So, that's why I don't get about these evil people. They don't have any conscience, Dr. Grip.
No, they don't.
I really feel sorry for them.
It'll come back and get them sooner or later. It's karma. If you do good for people, and you believe, and your mission in life is to help change the world, help people on a daily basis.
You will change the world.
You do that, you will. I mean, I wish we could just read the stacks of people writing in. I was just talking to your customer service department over there.
Why don't you go do a video on it with Anthony?
They're amazed. They sit there all day long and talk to people, and the people say how this has changed their life, changed relationships, changed the way they feel, changed the way they think.
My dad took oxy powder, finally did it, and he said, my God, I feel 10 years younger. He looks 10 years younger. I didn't have the same effect. I looked a little bit better, but I'm so burnt out and it's under stress. My issue is stress.
Well, stress is one of the things that people, I wish we could have a product
Dr. Grip,
take care of stress.
Dr. Grip, I've got to go deal with a meeting, but I'm going to let you come in and do a segment hosting straight ahead in overdrive. Dr. Edward Grip, you're going to get to talk. Don't worry, because I'm going to be gone.
If the IRS has garnished your paycheck or seized money from your bank account, you need to get professional tax help now. Fast action is required to put a halt to these aggressive IRS collection tactics. You can count on the knowledgeable team of tax professionals at Wall & Associates. With over 30 years of experience, Wall & Associates has settled the tax problems of thousands of taxpayers for a small fraction of what they owed. For a free face-to-face consultation, call 1-800-425-4610 to put a wall between you and the IRS. 1-800-425-4610 or look for us on the web at wallandassociates.net. We solve tax problems. If you hire Wall & Associates today, you'll never have to talk to the IRS again. To stop the levies and seizures today, take action now. Call Wall & Associates at 1-800-425-4610. Wall & Associates, 1-800-425-4610. Based on actual cases, results may vary, not a solicitation for legal services.
The month of February is all about Valentine's Day. Big heart-shaped boxes filled with delicious candy. What if we, the Patriots, hijacked Valentine's Day and instead made it about human liberty and individual empowerment? I'm all about human potential. I'm all about the individual being empowered. The establishment is the opposite. That's why they spike our water with fluoride and GMO, estrogen mimickers, and the rest of the garbage. InfoWars is striking back in the month of February with Human Empowerment Month. How we can come together and win the human race. And to celebrate the kickoff of Human Empowerment Month, we're slashing prices on InfoWarsLife.com products like Super Male and Super Female Vitality. The sale is only running for the month, 20% off, and there's a lot of other powerful specials at InfoWarsLife.com. InfoWarsLife.com, celebrating human potential in the month of February. Visit InfoWarsLife.com to find this special and many others in the month of February. Again, InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139.
Hi, this is Steve Spillum for Midas Resources. In 1971, President Nixon took the United States off the gold standard and put us into a fiat currency. This allowed Congress and the Federal Reserve to create trillions of dollars out of thin air. The national debt has risen to incredible heights, and your hard-earned dollars by a small fraction of what they once did. The average life expectancy for a fiat currency is 27 years. The dollar is failing and on borrowed time. When currencies fall, people turn to gold and silver because gold and silver have been real money for more than 5,000 years. It is our mission at Midas Resources to help you preserve your capital. Don't let your personal savings shrink to nothing. For important free information on how you can protect your personal wealth, contact me, Steve Spillum, at 1-800-686-2237, extension 308. Call today while we are still accepting dollars for gold and silver. 1-800-686-2237, extension 308. Make a change in your financial security today. That's 1-800-686-2237, extension 308.
He's the T-Rex of political talk. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
All right, so I'm here with Anthony Gucciardi, and we're going to be talking about some of the victories and also some of the unknown chemicals and toxins that are found in people's homes that, you know, it's funny because it makes me think back. I mean, we were doing a little kind of a reality show a couple years ago, and we were going in people's homes, and I was challenged because there was some people that said, well, you know, this cleansing that you're talking about doing doesn't really hurt, and, you know, it doesn't really help anyway. And so we found 2 or 3 people. I had a producer that found 2 or 3 people out there in homes that were extremely ill. And what we were going to do was surprise them in the morning with a film crew. And I was going to go do a history on those individuals the proper way, instead of spending 7 minutes in a normal physician's office like most people go in and then leave with a prescription. We were going to go in and actually identify everything, because everybody's home and environment and diet is different. That's why you can't just give one person a prescription medication. You don't know how they're going to react to that. And then on top of that, 2 prescription medications, 3 prescription medications. What if they're, you know, using aluminum deodorant, or what if they're using some sort of toxic substances on their skin? How is that going to react with the pharmaceutical? So it was interesting because we went in and I would evaluate these individuals first of all, and then show up the next morning and tell them not to change anything. And sometimes we found mold in their house. They were sleeping with their laptop on their bed, on their body, plugged in, so they were exposed to electromagnetic radiation all night. Went through their kitchen cabinets. All we found was toxic salt, high fructose corn syrup. Nothing was organic in their kitchens. We found toxin after toxin after toxin. And part of my initial research was to determine the root cause of all disease. And the root cause of all disease is too many toxins coming in the body and not enough toxins coming out, because we've become more of a sedentary society, sitting down all the time. So one of the things that I used to do is, when we had our cancer clinic, before we got shut down actually, is start cleansing people out and avoiding all of the toxins that they're exposed to in their environment on a daily basis. And it worked so good that we weren't able to address and say, you know, we have a cure for cancer or anything like that. But don't you think that, I mean, I've realized over the years that everything is in simplicity. Because I used to have 250 different types of nutritional supplements in our cabinet that we could use. I mean, and we've used everything. I trained with the cancer doctors down in Mexico and Germany and all over the world, and we'd have all these elaborate programs. But one thing that we did when we were treating individuals was that every single person was its own person. I mean, we looked at each individual, and I think that you know, talking about all these endocrine disrupting chemicals, talking about how we can change the world, is that people need to take a look at themselves and realize, what are they doing? What are they exposing themselves to every single day? What is the stress levels? How much sleep are they getting? And really, the simple part about becoming healthy and becoming aware is becoming aware of what you're doing and what you're putting in your body on a daily basis. How do you feel about that?
Well, you know, I think we've had so many victories, just speaking on BPA, or high fructose corn syrup, or GMOs. I mean, a poll came out yesterday, and I just read it earlier, that GMOs are now one of the most hot topic issues in the United States, according to a major poll, and I think it was Gallup. So what that shows me, and what it shows me when major food producers are just completely cutting out high fructose corn syrup, is that we are actually achieving victories and defeating the food corporations only by the mere fact they know we will not buy their crap unless they change it. And it also reminds me, however, that we have to stay vigilant in this effort and continue to maintain our health. Because let's say, as you saw multiple times earlier when we did a video about the contaminants in food that you talked about on air as well, an average individual that is eating organic and, you know, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, they're still missing little loopholes in this system. So, for example, you could be having a BPA-free water bottle, but is it BPS-free? Well, you say, what is BPS? Bisphenol S. And you say, well, I thought there was just bisphenol A. And if you pull up the Wikipedia page, which I think we have back there for BPA, bisphenol A, it's extremely extensive. It's just, you know, breast cancer, prostate cancer, induced